will sign it.
What do you think is best for them? Not to tell them before? Yes.
So it's not a long statement. It's the founding statement of the Global University Disability and Inclusion Network, or GUDIN. Do we want to pronounce it GUDIN or GUDIN? Or
Diversity, remember, so okay. Whatever you want.
The other signed organizations gathered today, 8th of April 2019, at the Hemicycle Simone Veil, Conseil Régional d'Île-de-France in Paris, hereby declare their will to cooperate in order to contribute to the enhancement of inclusion of persons with disability within higher education at global level. For this purpose, they also agreed to be the founding members of the Global University Disability and Inclusion Network, GUDIN, which is officially launched today in the presence of representatives of illustrious higher education institutions from all over the world. Paris, 8th of April, 2019.
You did well. Thank you.
So, can we do one at a time?
Yeah, I think you have the signatures.
Do you want to do photo ops, like after they sign it, do you want to take a picture with somebody from ahead and somebody from HI, or what's your pleasure?
Do it your way. We follow you.
So who's the best person for ahead? Okay, so,
yeah, I think it's cute.
After you sign, stay here and you'll be in the photo op. And then do you want to have you or your chair?
My chair is there.
So if you could come down and be in the photos, that would be great. And then you have somebody taking pictures, Micah, or somebody have a camera to do that? Okay, great. Emily, okay, good.
Micah, bring your camera.
So the first person to sign on behalf of humanity and inclusion is Hervé Bellman.
Turn around. It's only one time for you.
So now a photo op with your chair and with Christy. Together. But why have the signer in the middle? That's good. And do you want to take off your name tags, or do you care? Take off the name tags, it'll be a better picture. All right. So next to sign is Christy Orr, the president on behalf of AHEAD, the Association on Higher Education and Disability. Christy's also at Texas A&M, and I think we'll sign for Texas A&M. And let me just say, for people that don't know what Texas A&M is, if you think Indiana has a lot of students, how many students does Texas A&M have?
Between 60 and 70,000.
So it's a large city. So for the photograph, I guess it'll just be the chair of HI.
Noel, please come back.
I'm sorry, we need you to stay in the front of the room. It's part of your official duties.
It's a pleasure.
Okay, the next is going to be Pierre Denizio, am I pronouncing it right? With the Conseil Régional d'Île-de-France. She was saying the seat she was in has your name on it, so she's wondering if she was in your official seat for the government. Okay. Next we have Derek Cogburn, who I don't think is going to be able to sign remotely.
No, anybody from American University here that could sign at his place?
American University. Okay, well we'll count them as a founding signer, and we'll get them. He was at the meeting.
It's not fun.
And then we've got Xavier Carnin from the Conference des Grandes Écoles. But is that Next, we have Amanda Krause on behalf of the University of Arizona Disability Resource Center. How many students at University of Arizona?
Over 40,000.
All right. Next, we have Alexis Metenier on behalf of INSA Lyon. Here we go. Next, we have Raj on behalf of Chef. Raj, is it okay if I just say Raj?
Before the instrument. Long name.
So I'm going to sign it on behalf of AUCD, but I'll go last. So next we have Robin Wacker, or their designee. Do we have a new president? Okay, great. On behalf of St. Cloud State University. So Senator Harkin wants me to recruit some other signers, and we'll, if I have authority from the authorities, we'll recruit some that aren't already on the page, because we have some blank pages there.
Yes.
So let me just get through the people I know, but I know that Joseph Jones wanted to sign on behalf of the Harkin Institute. So Joseph, come on down, and then yeah, we will definitely create an opportunity for Deacon and others who are here. So do you want to put out some blank pages, Erica? I've got some. 1 second, Joseph. So here's some. You got some of these? Great, perfect. And if people just want to sign and give Erica their business card, then we can take the other info on the business card. Just assuming there's going to be a lot more signers. All right. I'm going to go ahead and sign. And then, does Beacon College want to come down and sign? Our first university president, I think, is in the room.
He's also a consumer.
Yeah. So there's a, Charlotte, I assume you don't have the authority to sign it on behalf of the World Bank. This is just the founding group, but there will be opportunities. Does anybody else have authority and want to commit either you're part of your institution or your entire institution to be part of it?
Hello, I'm Hélène Ménard from Paris-Saclay University. You know, in France, there are grandes écoles, and there are also universities from states. And in universities, there are a lot of students in France, and a lot of disabled students. So I am very happy to be there today. And also, I'm a little bit disappointed that there is no French university included in this program. So obviously I cannot sign today for Paris-Saclay University, but I think you have to go to the universities because a lot of things are done.
Yeah.
And we are working together with Grandes Écoles, there is no problem.
Yeah, no,
But
that's
we
great.
exist.
I think what you heard from Ed, from Stephen and Ed, is there's going to be broad outreach. So this is just the founding group to get it off the ground, but there's definitely, and everybody that was at this meeting are the first people that are going to be reached out to. So thanks for that feedback and educating us about the difference between a Grande École and a university. I think of a Grande École as a big school. But, so anybody else want to sign? It's okay if nobody else does, but we just want to create the opportunity. All right, so do you want to do a group shot of all the people who signed, or what's your pleasure? Do we have time?
Yes, please.
All right, so group shot, what do we want, like, around the table?
Yes, around the table.
Then you can keep the sign in the paper so that it's visible. If you want.
Steve, why don't you get on the shot too? You're going to be doing the work.
Voilà. Non, c'était juste pour mettre devant pour ne pas qui le tient dans sa main.
You guys tell us. Yeah, Tom, let's get you in here too. You're here representing Tom Marketing. You had probably taken photos.
All right.
So who's the official camera?
Looks like Martin Hessel is.
All right, so if there are folks still participating remotely, I guess this is a question for Erica, and they want to be a founding signer, should they send you a note, Erica?
They might have some that want to sign, or.
We don't have messages, we have chat. Sylvia?
Yes. Yeah.
So for the folks participating online, if you want to be a founding member, send an email to Erica and she'll get you the document to sign.
Ah,
And,
maybe China.
and we definitely want
Regardez
to
le
get
chat.
more folks that weren't able to do this.
Oui, Derek, he wants to.
So
to
Hervé, am I turning it back over to you?
Stay there.
Christine, thank you very much for this official ceremony of signatures. It was very important to officially start this network today. Thank you for all the funding members. We would like also, Andy, to present what we propose as a commitment, statement of commitment for the people who will get members. Because we work on this document, you work on this document, and this maybe you can introduce and present it. And after we can have some questions.
Sure. Do you have a copy of that?
This is for everybody they want. There's not so many questions. You want to circulate afterwards?
Okay. So this is a draft. This is not a final document. Hervé thought it was a good idea to have something that people are committing to, not the folks that just signed to be founding members, but the folks as we get further into this that are going to want to become part of GUDIN. And I guess I would think of this in some ways as a global network. What are our core values that we're all committing to as we're doing this work? So that was, I tried to use kind of international human rights frame in thinking about the work. So are we going to try to project it? No. Okay. So and again, this is a draft. I encourage you all not to worry about wordsmithing it, but just listen to the themes and see if we're missing anything big or anything that just sounds problematic, particularly in a global context, because I wrote this in the United States and I don't pretend to understand how these words translate in other languages and will be understood in the global context. To help further the purpose of the UN Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities, or the CRPD, to quote, promote, protect, and ensure the full and equal enjoyment of all human rights and fundamental freedoms by all persons with disabilities, and to promote respect for their inherent dignity. That's all a quote directly from the CRPD. The undersigned organizations commit to work together to improve access to higher education for people with disabilities around the world. According to the World Bank, as of October of 2017, there were around 200 million higher education students in the world, up from 89 million in 1998. We know that students with disabilities are woefully underrepresented in this growing population of students, and we know that the importance of higher education for individuals and for societies has only increased over time. As leaders with the capacity, and I apologize to the interpreters. Okay, great. As leaders with the capacity to take intentional steps to bring more students with disabilities into higher education, we are creating the GUDIN Network to open wide the door to higher education for millions of students with disabilities around the world. We believe this work will enhance the higher education experience for all students and advance the academic missions of the universities who join our effort. We recognize that Article 24 of the CRPD recognizes the right of people with disabilities to an inclusive education system at all levels without discrimination and on the basis of equal opportunity, and specifically calls for access to general tertiary education on an equal basis with others. I didn't know what tertiary education was. I looked it up. It's a global way of referring to what we call higher education in the United States. We support the CRPD's recognition that persons, quote, persons with disabilities include those who have long-term, so I'm citing the way disability is defined in the CRPD because we will get the question, what do you mean by disability? Persons with disabilities include those who have long-term physical, mental, intellectual, or sensory impairments, which in interaction with various barriers may hinder their full and effective participation in society on an equal basis with others. In the context of higher education, we believe the educational experience for all students is enhanced when students representing the full diversity of the disability population, including students with intellectual and other significant disabilities, are able to participate fully in campus life. We believe our collective effort will help achieve UN Sustainable Development Goal 4, quote, ensure inclusive and equitable quality education and promote lifelong learning opportunities for all. Moreover, by enhancing the ability of more than 1 billion people with disabilities around the world to access higher education, we believe we'll be advancing other sustainable development goals like ending poverty and hunger, improving health and well-being, enhancing access to decent work and economic growth, and reducing inequalities. In support of the above goals, the undersigned organizations agreed to participate in the GUDIN, the Global University Disability and Inclusion Network. In this context, we commit to this stuff, and this is all stuff that Stephen talked about, sharing best practices on inclusion of students, faculty, staff, and administrators with disabilities in higher education studies around the world, initiating or promoting research on inclusion and accessibility related topics, facilitating exchanges, meetings, and interactions between members, participating in data collection efforts and monitoring of the impact of the network, working with employers and other stakeholders to help students develop skills that will lead to success in the labor market after graduation, and other activities that advance the purposes of our network and are supported by the membership. This is dated Paris 8th of April, because I thought we might sign it, but we're not signing it today. Just as I read it, I think it has a really strong shout out to students. So I think one of the questions for us is if we want to have a stronger shout out from the beginning to the faculty and staff that work at universities, and not have it just be about opening up opportunities for students. There was some reference to that, but I think it could be stronger in the document. But just big picture comments. Anybody have thoughts about whether this would resonate in your context, or there's something important that's missing? Yeah.
I would like to say that.
Just remind people where.
Oh, this is Amy Knopf from St. Cloud State. Thank you for the reminder. I work with a network in the state of Minnesota. I'm an advocate for faculty with disabilities. And so I would like to see this be inclusive of anyone on the college campus, because there's a lot of barriers for faculty to receive accommodations, or fear of asking for accommodations because of maybe not having tenure yet. And so I think that this network should include not only students, but faculty and staff with disabilities.
Other thoughts?
I'd like to just speak as a president of a college or university for the past 25 years. What you're doing here, both from my personal and professional perspective, is extraordinary. And I'm the former chair of the National Association of Independent Colleges and Universities in the States. And there is a way to reach presidents, and I think there is a compelling message here, and that would be to present at both NICU, the National Association of Independent Colleges and Universities, as well as its equivalent for all state colleges and universities, and that's the way that you will get the attention of the presidents. We're all nice people, but we're all extremely busy, and if you can get a cogent message at one of those national meetings, they will put a session together for you at both of them, and you will reach a very significant amount of American presidents. And I assume that in other countries there are equivalent groups. And that's the way to get the movement that's been suggested here at the presidential level.
Great. And are you going to help with the cogent message?
Absolutely.
Great.
Andy?
Yeah.
Right here, Derek.
Yes.
Derek, Indiana University in the United States.
And Derek belongs to AUCD where I work, so anything good he says, I take credit.
Yeah, hey, that's right. Well, I don't know about this one, Andy. No. Just one piece of critique.
Yeah.
It says in this context we commit to, and then it has those bullets.
Yeah.
Something that isn't laid out here. We talk about employment, which is really important, I think, connecting the dot. There isn't anything in here about credentials, degrees. It's about, I read experiences and opportunities. And I think until we are explicit, it's similar to employment. And until you are explicit and you say competitive individual employment by a business. Similarly, until we're explicit that what we're talking about is people with disabilities have access to the same degrees and the same opportunities that everyone else has, then we will potentially lose sight of, I think in the future, I think it will be unclear what we're talking about. So I just a point of clarification.
So it sounds like you're supporting what Julie was saying, and if either one of you want to give a language suggestion, not now, but just afterwards, that would be great. Wonderful. The other thing that occurred to me as I was reading it is it was written by a lawyer who's reading international documents that are written mostly by lawyers. And I'm not sure how accessible it is for people in a variety of languages and people that need plain language to be able to understand it. So I would just suggest that we make that effort, that when this thing goes public, we produce, if possible, we just have one version that is plain language, but that's not always easy. But I think it's important to have a plain language version, and at least that would accompany whatever the official one.
Okay, good job. So your statement of commitment is accepted by everybody.
Great. So can I just say one last thing before I hand it back to everybody?
Please.
So, and this just builds on what I tried to say earlier, but I just want to say it a different way. In the United States, I feel like many disability efforts get professionalized and bureaucratized over time. And what often happens is they lose the feel of being a movement. And I guess my plea for this effort is that we not lose the feel that we are trying to change the world and it's a movement, and that people with disabilities with lived experience are the center of the movement. And I think everything we're doing is good, but I don't want us to lose that this is hard work and it's movement work, and it's not just about providing technical assistance to a bunch of professionals. Those professionals are running into barriers and